Many Face Publishing, man. So, man, it's a lot going on, man. I didn't really watch sports today because I was working, and I didn't really get a chance to tune in, so I don't know what happened with the boxing. But I know it's a few fights on. I think William Cepeda fought Tevin Farmer. I'm not sure. Was that the fight? I'm not sure. I know it was some fights on. Zerto fought. I don't know who won those fights just yet. Damn, I just got in the house. Wife and them ain't home, so I clean up this kitchen a little bit. But I just wanted to talk, for a few minutes, man. So Mike Tyson goes 8 rounds. Can argue you can give him 1 or 2 rounds in that fight. Maybe the first round, the second round was a little. I think Jake Paul, kind of landed a couple shots. He was a little off balance. Tyson legs. He didn't have his legs. A lot of people feel that the fight was rigged. People was gonna say that regardless, man. The fight, to me, it wasn't a real fight. It was more of a glorified sparring match. They did a great job selling the fight. I thought that they sold that fight real good, man. Slap, all that shit to make it look, like it was gonna get personal and nasty. And neither one of those guys really went after it. Tyson, you can see he knew he wasn't gonna really win. He knew youth wasn't on his side at all. And I think, he was just going in there to try to, make it look a little exciting, give the fans, something to see, but I think that once he saw Jake Paul, he did the smart thing. He didn't try to engage Tyson too much. He kept his distance. He moved around. He worked behind the jab, and he didn't really go after Tyson like he probably could have. And, they had 14-ounce gloves and 2-minute rounds, so that tells you right there, neither fighter's trying to hurt each other, man. A real sanctioned fight. And I think they sanctioned the fight just for the bag, just to make it look like, yeah, this is real, man. Yeah, Tyson really gonna it's gonna go on his record and all that. And I fell for the hype too, man. I thought, maybe Tyson would do this for the culture, for the boxing community, but he didn't do that. And he went out there, got a bag. Kudos to Tyson. He looked good as far as being in shape and everything. His legs didn't look too great. You can tell that those injuries to his legs slowed him down a lot. He didn't have the same bounce. He didn't have the balance. It looked great. And this is what I be trying to tell my fam. Drink this shot real quick around the world. It looks good. Sparring don't always tell the story. Or practice, like, being in the gym and looking good in the gym. Particularly Tyson was looking good against people that wasn't really throwing back. And, looking good with his trainer, but you get in that ring and dude really swinging at you and you got things coming back to you, it's a different ball game, man. And what I'm saying, like, I think reality set in once Tyson saw, like, yo, I can't chase this kid around the ring, man. He went in survival mode and says, you know what, we never seen Tyson move around and not come forward. And he just was like, you know what, I ain't chasing this kid. This is saying we getting paid. I ain't really trying to hurt him anyway. And, he just went into survival mode after the second round. But, and just like what we had trained, I want to know what his corner was telling him. Like, Jake Paul, he came out with a little strategy. I'm going to stay away. I'm going to use my jab, and it is what it is, man. It was great hype, and they did a great job, promoting that fight, man. And, see people, because Jake Paul, to me, it's like when he fights, it's a circus, because it's like he's not going to fight the real fighter. See, now, if he fights a real fighter, he got nothing to lose, because he's going to say when he does fight a real boxer, like a real boxer, not like Tommy Fury, he's not really, could tell he's not heavy into boxing, but he's a professional fighter. Jake Paul lost that. You can tell that if Jake Paul loses, like say if a Ward come out of retirement, or Ward, I think is a rugged enough fighter that he'd give him problems and beat Jake Paul, because Ward would take it more serious. His record and reputation is on the line. Canelo is gonna pack him. He get in there with a better beef or somebody, they're gonna pack him. Usyk, they're gonna pack him, because he they're gonna know exactly what to do and how to break him down and get him out of there. It'll make for a great height job, you know what I'm saying? But those are real active fighters, and they'll get to him, man. But it's, I mean, like, until we see, he didn't come up the ranks, so it's like it's almost like I don't want to say he's mocking the boxers, but it's like you're not coming up the ranks, but he's definitely made a mockery of boxing and promotion, because it's like he doesn't have really a promoter, and he's out there, he's a YouTuber, young rich white kid that got out here and got fights sanctioned and is making events, and we're not even getting the fights we want to see, and he's, actually, giving them two fights. That Amanda Serrano fight versus Katie Taylor was a great fight of the year candidate. And then the one before that, Mario Barrios and the other dude, that was a great fight. But then when you get to Jake Paul, it's like, you already know these fights is like, they're not really, it's not something you can really count on as being real. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the majority of boxing fans, they don't take them serious enough, because you're not fighting real, you're not coming up the ranks, fighting lesser opponents, and then, working your way up the ranks, and, we can see your growth. We just see you hand-picking guys that are strikers, hand-picking retired fighters, washed up guys that, had their time, basketball players. Like, we're not seeing you come up the ranks. So the fans ain't going, and none of the boxers, people not taking you seriously. Now you done angered fighters to the point where guys started calling them out online, like Beterbiev, and even Ward said, I'm open to talks. Like, you got guys now that want that smoke now. So now what his excuse is gonna be when he loses, hey, I'm not a real boxer anyway. I just did it for fun, and I did it. I love boxing. He can fight. It ain't like the boy can't fight. He can fight, but there's levels to this, man. And Tyson, he wasn't Tyson. I don't think, it's not that he didn't take the boy serious. I just don't think Tyson, once he got in there, he realized, I'm not gonna chase this boy. I'm gonna get my check, go home with my family, man. But shout out to him for getting in great shape for that fight and going the distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and on to other things, man. Politics, man. Oh, it's on. People are in the uproar over Trump and cabinet picks he got. The Stephen Millers, you already know those are Trump loyalists. He's gonna pick those guys, man. And I always encourage people to actually listen to what they're saying. Stop listening to the perception that's being built by the media. I'm not, like I said, when I said damn if you do, damn if you don't, both of these people got agendas. The Harris and Trump, they had agendas. Big question is, what's gonna happen in the future? A lot of things is not gonna happen the way we think it's gonna happen. Like, everybody's in an uproar and a frenzy. Pump the brakes, man. Everything's not gonna happen the way you think. He's not gonna just shut everything down and he didn't do it the first time. He's not gonna do it now. He's gonna, these guys, man, at the end of the day are getting money, man. They're getting money, man. Follow the money, man. You know what I'm saying? Think about, the wars, the bag, man. That's coming with that, like all these billions of dollars, man. They don't want that gold standard to come. They saw about the gold, and that's another thing. You gotta watch how what's gonna happen in the future. These things, like, he's gonna take the gold standard. He's not gonna just do that right away. That takes time, because you got to think about it. It ain't like, see, they prepare these things years in advance. So it probably in another 10 to 15 years, you probably be back on gold standard. I don't think it happens right away, because we owe trillions of dollars. Where's the money? You just can't say we're going on gold and then we have no way of repaying these countries or repaying these debts that we owe, back, and just say we're going on gold. We don't have enough gold to withstand that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that they may go to part gold or whatever, or try, you know what I'm saying? But that's gonna take time, man. Because now you gotta say, well, what about the money that's owed out? Where does that, what happens to that? That just puffs and disappears, or what happens? So, excuse me. So I think that them just saying we're going back to the gold standard is not that simple, man. We're just gonna get rid of the Fed and all that. It's not that simple. That's gonna take some time, man. This mass deportation stuff people talking about. If you listen to the guy he hired, or he's hiring as the people in charge of the czar, the border czar, whatever. Even he's saying, yo, look, man, we going after criminals and we're going after criminals and people that are national security threats. He ain't saying like we just gonna run around out here. You got a lot of people that are scared right now. They feel like they've been in this country a long time. They don't got no paperwork, and there's people that have been in this country decades, man. I'm telling you, 20 years. And I ask myself this question, and it's not to slight people, but it's like, what if I went to a country, never tried to get no citizenship, never tried to, like learn the ways, and all I went out there to do was just make money, fuck their culture, fuck everything. I didn't learn their language, and I've been here 20 something years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I still don't know how to communicate with the people. What does that say how you really kind of feel towards the people that you're surrounding yourself with? Or the country you're surrounding yourself with, I mean, the country you're moving to. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you've been here a long period of time, you should at least try to get your paperwork, man. Like, what I'm saying, like, some people came here and they just stayed because they could. You know what I'm saying? And now they got lives, and then a lot of these people are good people, man. They're not bad people, but it's like, damn, you didn't even try to get your citizenship. Like, what the hell were you doing for 20, 30 years? You got people that have been here since the 70s, man, that 80s, and, they never really got their paperwork right, but they been sliding through. And it's like, get your paperwork right, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, but I don't think that he's just going after those type of people, because they would have been gone the first time. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're going after criminals and people that are national security threats. And I think, and people that have crossed the border.